The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
And then also too, we had another card on Showtime, headlined by, of course, by Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale. Before we get into that fight, you want to highlight LB, the two undercard fights?
Yeah, the overall the card was entertaining. The first undercard fight, Heraldez was his Juan.
Yeah, Juan Heraldez. Yeah, he's a TMT fighter. And then
Menendez just was, I swear, was just fighting the other day.
Yeah, it was a turnaround. I mean, he had to draw against Anthony Peterson in a fight that he probably should have won. Then you get this fight, and Mendes, for the most part, I think boxed him up pretty good. I mean, Heraldez had moments here and there, but I thought Mendes pulled it out by it's like a 96, 94-ish type of vibe, But
the last two rounds, man, and it was clear that whenever Heraldez let his hands go and let the youth prevail, he was doing damage on Mendes and he was winning. But whenever he tried to play this whole single shot fight, Mendes was just a sharpshooter. He was just tagging him, and then he would get off with a couple more shots, and then Heraldez is in a fucking he's doing his little defensive moves, and I ain't gonna lie, that his style was kind of ugly to me, but it was effective.
He was doing that shaky ass shoulder roll, just
it reminded me he fights like a Tyson Fury and who else?
Whatever it was, I don't think it wasn't too effective, and that should have been his first loss. I think that should have been.
But the thing is, it's like the fight was close though. Like I could honestly see that fight being a draw. It was honestly his fight to lose, really. And it's like he almost fucking lost it. Like it just makes me think that a lot. It makes me think that that he really was like, for him to just slow down them last two rounds, and then just these old faithful PBC draws.
Yeah,
that just come out and save these niggas every fucking time.
Yep, and then Mendes got two, and Mendes is pretty much getting the Jesse Vargas treatment with these draws. And,
he's with Jesse Vargas of 2019.
Yes,
we're gonna give you the award right now. Like that's it. We ain't gonna wait till the end of the year. We just gonna give you got the Jesse Vargas award of the year. The two fucking back-to-back draws. Like, come on. And he trying to be active and shit. Like,
nah, bro.
Heraldez, man, like, bro, let your hands go. Like, stop trying to. It's like niggas is trying to be super defensive for no reason.
Right. Instead of actually instead of turning their defense to offense, they're just being, I don't know if they're trying to be cute or they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying, but it seems like they're trying to be defense minded without no real plan. That's stupid.
Yeah, this shit is almost annoying because I'm like, because when the fight first started, the first round, I was like, damn, because he was kind of moving a lot. I was like, man, this look like it might be a stale ass fight. But he kind of got into his groove, like second, third round, and I'm like, okay. But Mendes was fucking, getting in his groove, and they was going at it. Like, you had a pretty good fight, and then just the nigga started getting lazy. And then, like, those damn 3, 4, 5 punch combinations were, was decreasing, and I'm like, bro, like, he's tired. I mean, you the younger dude, like, come on, like, y'all niggas, y'all trying to impress and shit, man. Like,
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, like y'all gotta let your hands go, why you being defensive and shit when you're against an older guy who is just really just throwing single shots at you? It's like I'm just trying to imagine a guy being super defensive against Adrian Broner. Right now. I'm not talking about lightweight Broner. Hell no. So imagine that. Like, if, for example, if Emmanuel Taylor would have fought like Heraldez did when he fought Broner, we wouldn't have had that good ass fight.
Right.
So it's like y'all need to let your hands go and get these and win these fucking fights clearly, because you have your defense and shit, but work it with your offense. No point for you to fucking let a nigga get off 6 shots on you and you defending all of them when he wasn't even trying to throw 6 shots to begin with. He just was like, fuck it, like, you ain't really fighting back now.
Mm-hmm.
No old fighter lead on you.
Oh man, it's unfortunate, but hey, man, young fighters. I mean, I'm pretty sure around this will probably go back and learn. Obviously learn mistakes.
Trying to show, man, it was a good fight. That's why I feel like the draw was appropriate. Like he learns a lesson, but he's not penalized for it. Like, so you harder than me, nigga. You thought he lost. At least I'm saying that, like, you know me, I hate to see all these fucking draws in boxing, but if the fight legit draw, then I got no problem with it, but it just seemed like every time we on this fucking show, it's a fucking draw in a fucking fight, and we're like, damn, a nigga could have won. The fucking, what's the fucking, Aleem,
Aleem, you know what the Aleem fight?
Aleem and Korobov.
Yeah.
That was another one. We're like, damn, man, okay, he's outclassing, dude. He got him, he's beating his ass again. Keep on going. He like, damn, like, wait a minute, he let this nigga get back. Hold on, we got to fight now. Damn, he beating his ass. Oh shit, he hurt him. It's like you can't let a fighter that you better than or you outclassing go into all those transitions.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying on that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So I mean, like I said, where at least in that fight, we had people, not really, letting their hands go. The next fight, that was not a problem. We had Gary Russell defending his featherweight title, WBC featherweight title, for the 4th time against Kiko Martinez. Me as a Gary Russell fan, I was not feeling this fight at all. Was
turbo.
See, LB hates on niggas who have hand speed. Like, you don't understand that. Yeah, I understand it because I have hand speed that are pretty fast.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Gary Russell Jr., that nigga the truth. Like, I want to see him active more. Like, I felt like he had a great fucking performance, bro.
Yeah,
I know it was against so old ass Martinez.
Right, and that's the thing. I was just like, it's just like, I mean, Kiko Martinez right now at this point is a plotter who has thin skin. So it's pretty much, it didn't take much for him. It didn't take much for Gary to, he whipped combinations into his face. Like, it was just round after round combinations. I mean, Kiko had his moments, like landing a right hand here, there, or a body shot. But he didn't have the work rate that he had when he was in his prime to even try to keep up with Gary Russell. And Gary was just like, that right hook hammering him, like Gary was just taking a step back and just letting him fly, boom, 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 boom. Like, Kiko Martinez was, it's actually surprising that he didn't go down from any of those shots. But as always, though, his skin failed him, because I think one of those shots, opened up this huge ass cut over his left eye, I believe. It was ripped open. Like, you could probably see the reflex in his eyelid that he's about to blink before he actually blinked. That's how deep that was. It was fucking deep. It was. And so then the doctor's like, no, we gotta stop this fight. personally, it probably could have been stopped like 2 rounds earlier or whatever, because it was clear that Martinez was not going to win this fight. So I mean, it was the fight that just justifies an end. I mean, I don't think Kiko Martinez was even a mandatory. But
this is a stay busy. This is truly a stay busy showcase fight. Like, no doubts about it. And Gary Russell Jr. he showcased himself off. He had a showcase fight where he really showcased. It wasn't a fucking showcase struggle. You know, it wasn't no Charlo Harrison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was one of those fights that it was just, you know, hey, you know, people, you know, he had an audience and he just came to work. And then, of course, in doing so, after the fight, he had a shirt that's, you know, putting pressure on Al Heyman, you know, his advisor, to make the fight against LSC, which I thought was interesting. You know, and
I'm glad he did that shit. Boxing needs more fuckery if it could drive a bigger, better fight in the future. I'm glad he did that shit. We need to see shit like that, because we talked about it on the preview. Motherfucking Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell Jr. been there. That fight has been there for like 3 fucking years.
Right.
Like, make this shit already.
Right. You know.
Damn.
I mean, like I said, PBC has to learn. You think PBC has to learn a lesson from a fight that wasn't even thought of when people started talking about Gary Russell and LSC. You know, blowing up in the face with Hurd and Charlo catching their L's. You know, and it's just like we don't need, you know, this fight. I mean, obviously they both have one loss, and you know, they have their belts. But it's just like the fight is there to unify those.
The fight's still good because they both came back I mean, Gary Russell ain't avenged Lomachenko, but to me, I felt like he's made up for it by now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He's still a top fighter, so fuck it. And LSC, he fucking made up for it. He ran it back with Carl Frampton and beat him. Shit, I mean, think about it. Like, during all this time, fucking, we've seen Daenerys move up, move down, fucking win a fucking belt. We've seen Carl Frampton fucking fight Daenerys. We've seen fucking Josh Warrington came up. All this shit's happening, and it's like these two motherfuckers still ain't fighting.
Right. Or not doing really anything of note. Of notoriety.
Exactly. Like, I mean, like LSC and Abner Moraz, the rematch, we didn't need that.
Yeah, no one needed that. And then, we're going to tell you about some of LSC's other fights that he's been taking. You know, that's a whole nother conversation altogether. So it's just like you have two top featherweights in the division in PBC. You have them under your control. It's not hard to build a card around them. You can put it as a main event. You can put it as a comment for another card. But you can
never faltered. That's the thing. It's not like when Aram be having all these fucking fighters and we're like, damn, when he gonna match him up? And he never do, or somebody lose and they just fall apart and that's it. And we're like, fuck. Mm-hmm. Like these niggas, they took their L's, came back. They niggas still want to see this fight. Give us the fucking fight already.
Exactly. That's what needs to happen, because I mean, I like Gary Russell. Like I say, you know, I've met him before. His people's all cool, and they're a solid family or whatever. But he has a talent that he could be beating much better fighters than a washed up Kiko Martinez now, and that's what needs to happen. I want the rest of his career to, at least, if you're gonna fight someone, at least fight someone who's an actual threat to your belt. Yeah. You know, or a top contender or something of that nature. The day of the Kiko Martinez is over.
Yeah. And we know he's had a good career. He's a good fighter, you know what I'm saying? But he just wasn't a threat. Like, you know, I hate to see warriors, you know, people who give us good fights in their prime and they do everything we ask them to. I hate to see them get drugged out and get their ass whooped by niggas who are elite in their prime, all cylinders going. Like damn, like, you know, if you're gonna get somebody to get their ass whooped, let it be a new, younger nigga. Like, come on, like, enough of this damn. But it was a showcase fight. But I mean, showcase a little something, you know, a little newer. You know, if you go into the store and you want a nigga to showcase their best meal and shit, you know, I'm assuming you're gonna give me like the cake you made today, not last week or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, same thing with boxing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna showcase a fighter. You know, you're gonna showcase him. You want to really see, like, okay, he that dude. Then showcase him against somebody that, you know, yeah, he might be overmatched. He has somewhat of a chance. Like, you know, even if it's a 30% chance, that's better than nothing. Like, Kiko Martinez literally had like a 1% chance with 5% chance.
Mm-hmm.
If that, you know, as long as two people fighting, they always gonna have a chance. Someone's always gonna have a chance. Anything can happen. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's that's what it's what needs to be done. Like no more showcasing is only done, and it should be only done under different circumstances. Not should be done like it was done last night.
Yeah, thank you.
And then after that we go into our main event, and that's the fight that's probably gotten the most attention, especially afterwards. We have Deontay Wilder, the WBC heavyweight champion, against Dominic Breazeale. This fight was pretty much, I don't think this fight didn't have a lot of buzz to it. For obviously, I think the big reasons because we all were expecting Wilder Fury 2, and then Fury was like, man, let me go get this money with ESPN, let me get this $100 million, and then, you know, let me do my thing over there. And, you know, and he did that, and, you know, which led Wilder without, you know, obviously now it makes the calls for, you know, for Anthony Joshua a lot louder, because he was talking that, oh, I don't need Joshua anymore. But, you know, when Fury went to Top Rank, now all of a sudden he needed Joshua. You know, and then of course it went back and forth. You know, Wilder says, you know, Wilder, the worst thing he could have said, he was a free agent, which means he could actually take deals, you know, outside of the show, you know, outside of Showtime. He was not contractually bound to Showtime, and that led to a whole bunch of back and forth and a lot of like, he said this, he said that type of deal, and then, you know, ends up turning down a deal with Zone to fight Joshua and some other people to stick with Showtime. So doing so, now sticking to Showtime, you know, so Wilder was going to be forced to fight his mandatory, which was Dominic Breazeale. No one, now you've seen, and Breazeale didn't really make a good case for himself in his last time out, you know, in a fight that wasn't really all that interesting to watch, although he won by knockout. So yeah, there wasn't a lot of buzz behind this fight. Wilder obviously was expected to take care of business. I mean, the only thing with Breazeale was he could punch, you know, and
could take a punch.
Yeah.
So everything was basically riding on the intangibles. You know that's why I thought Breazeale, you know, he showed me at one point in the fight, he showed me what I expected to see, but then after that, it's like all of it got thrown out.
Right.
But basically, one of Breazeale's biggest flaws is, you know, we talked about this earlier, you know, cats, you know, not being active enough, being reactive and not proactive. Breazeale, he doesn't really move his head, keeps a high guard. Okay, you know, you gotta move your head against a puncher, especially one like Wilder. But if you don't move your head, the next best thing is offense. So you gotta go at it, you know. Shit. And Breazeale, he allowed Wilder to kind of go at him instead of the other way around, and it's like then Wilder started landing some right hands, and it's like, you know, Breazeale took him, and then he took one where that, you know it hurt him, and it sent him into the fucking corner.
Right.
Wilder goes ape shit again, go crazy, starts winging shots, and
then he catches two hard shots to his head.
Exactly, and that's what I knew was going to happen in this fight. The thing is, it's just Breazeale, like, he didn't use up energy like that in the fight. Yeah, I know he hurt, but after that, he allows Wilder to clinch him after already wobbling him and making this nigga back off.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, to me, I looked at it like, okay, the fight officially started now.
Right.
What this nigga do? He goes back into not being fucking active. He's sitting back and he's fucking letting Wilder jab at him. He got his hands low and he's punching slow and low, and you know, he's not punching from the face. You know, he's punching from the waist, like, cause his hands, like, it's like he has it set up, but he's a tall, long guy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have your hands right solid smack to your face like that, a guy like Wilder's gonna come over the top, them long ass gangly arms. So that's basically what happened. Breazeale tried to throw a punch. Wilder, it was almost a semi-counter. And boom, he arced the right hand over it, hurt him, had this nigga out. Like,
yeah.
Not out cold, but, you know, out where enough where I know Breazeale complained about the ref stopped it too quick, but nah, dude, you was out. Like,
yeah, like
just falling back into the ropes.
Like, just the way he felt, like, he felt all the way out. Like that right hand, like, I mean, he felt in a way that was like, he felt violent. That's just what it's like. He felt incredibly violent. And it was just like, and just for the fact that he actually managed to get up was actually astonishing, because that right hand sounded like a damn rifle shot. It was like, boom. You know, and he
took it fucking flush. He fell, and then it's crazy. He got up from that, like, but he wasn't. It wasn't like a Tyson Fury when he got up. Tyson Fury, like, you could tell, like, he legit had his whereabouts at him when he was even on the floor, even though he was laying right on his back. Breazeale, he looked out of it from the whole time. Like, on the floor, when he got up, he still looked out. So I'm like, bro, if this was some Kawasaki Manfredo stoppage, and I'm a Kawasaki fan, but that stoppage was bullshit, then don't be complaining about no stoppages. But even then, you know, if you can't let niggas land, you know, throw 40 punches on you and you don't fucking, you know, return something back.
Right.
So, you know, stoppages is a fucking, you know, it could be hit and miss sometime. But in that situation, nah, the ref called it right.
Yeah, he did. Like, I mean, fucking Breazeale was like, he leaned toward the ropes, like he was ready to probably go down again.
Yeah, and do we really want him to fucking be trying to fight Wilder like that?
Exactly, because, you know, Wilder was catching that, you know, talking that catch you by shit. If the ref had actually let him continue, that's probably what would have happened. You know, because he felt violent the first time around. He probably would be carried out if Wilder landed one more punch like that. You know, so Wilder definitely won the event or whatever. It was what it was supposed to be. I mean, we all was like,
he was supposed to. Wilder couldn't look. Wilder had to end this spectacularly, and it couldn't go late in the fight either. Like, he had maybe 5 rounds tops to look good and destroy this nigga. Because then it would have just been like, oh man. Even if this shit would have turned into Foreman Lyle, he would have still looked bad. Because you're not supposed to get in no slugfest with fucking Dominic Breazeale, especially after Anthony Joshua put hands on him, and so many people put hands on him. It's just, if you a top guy. If you're not a top guy, Breazeale, you put hands on him, he'll come back, put hands on you, and you done. The top fighters don't even let him. Well, Joshua didn't let him put hands on him. Wilder still got hands put on him, but like a champ, he fucking ended that shit quick. You know, Breazeale's flaws were just magnified at that moment because the fight started out good for him. He had a chance to redeem himself, but he got back on his bullshit, knocked out, boom.
Yeah.
He really took that shit hard. What do you think? Deleted all the social media?
Yeah, he's not on Instagram. I know. We tagged him in the Ring Gang Instagram stuff, and we're creating the trailer and stuff of our podcast talking about the fight and everything like that. So you can tell Dude's feeling that tightness in his chest right now. So, but he'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just needs to, do what he needs to do, man, and just come back from that. You know, if you need to keep a low profile, keep a low profile, man. You know, I mean,
because he's come back before. It's just honestly, Breazeale, he just needs to be more active, fighting more active. And when he gets in the ring, he needs to be more active.
Yeah,
if he just let his hands go, he'd be a much better fighter.
Yeah, if he keeps his hands up, because I think that's the thing. Like
that too, it's both.
Yeah,
both.
Because his left hand was down, and that's why fucking when when Wilder landed, through that little bullshit jab or whatever, and down, and Breazeale didn't keep his hands up, and then that just allowed him to come right across with that wicked right cross.
It's like it's a low set, and I'm like, bruh, like, how you keep your set so low? Like, what's the point of having your hands up, but then they're not up enough?
Right. I mean,
under your head. What the fuck?
I mean, if you're not gonna move your head, keep your hands up. You know what I'm saying?
And be punching. You shouldn't look. You can't fight Wilder. You already saw how in that one round you see how you can fight Wilder or what you have to fucking look out for.
Right.
You know you can counter him in exchanges. You know that because it happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know you can box him from a distance because we all saw Gerald Washington do that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know you can fucking box him and move your head, but you just can't stand in front of him and not do anything.
Right.
And Breazeale, even in fucking one round, he had too many moments where he did that. He had one too many moments.
Mm-hmm.
And he paid for that shit dearly.
Yeah.
And he seemed like a cool dude, so I hope he bounced back. But that's my biggest advice for him, man. Just try to fight 2 and 3 more, more in the year, and keep your hands fucking up and throw punches. You a big nigga. You shouldn't be fighting reactive, waiting for what they do. You want that belt, you go for it. Double pump that jab. The way Rodriguez fought Monster in the first round is what Breazeale needed to do to Wilder.
Right. Because you cannot. I mean, basically, if you have to make Wilder think he's gonna make mistakes, he's gonna get wild. I mean, that's
exactly.
And I think this just comes with probably the experience, the experience factor of Breazeale. I mean, he's still a young guy, so I mean, you have to take that as it is. I mean,
man, no, whoa, nah, I ain't gonna let that shit slide.
Well, what you talking about, bro?
Breazeale got experience. He got enough experience, bro. He been in there with world class fighters. He is what he is. His experience ain't even much better than Wilder. Wilder's fought a bunch of niggas that the same type of caliber of people Breazeale's fought.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like they both big guys. They both could hurt each other. They both will probably get hurt from each other's punches. What we've seen is just one dude is more athletic and just let his hands go more than the other guy.
And speaking of, like, the one thing I definitely want to bring up though regarding Breazeale is Breazeale should have came in a better shape. I'm sorry. I mean, I know we had this argument before, but he should have not come into that fight looking the way he did, not at 255. He should at least. I mean, I guarantee you, if his conditioning was better, he probably would have fought a lot better. I mean, you probably want to see all the stupid shit that he actually did in the minute or so that fight lasted. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a stickler for conditioning.
And you know what? I have no problem with that, because maybe if his conditioning was better, it'd be from training more rigorously in the gym and pumping that jab up more and attacking the sparring partners more, keeping their hands up higher. So you know what? You probably have something. You know what? That goes. They go together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I understand what he was trying to say, bro. I feel you. I thought he was in shape enough, but maybe if he got into better shape, those flaws would fix itself. Because of repetition, I don't know what these niggas are doing in the training camp, so I can't really say.
Right.
But yeah, man. See, I remember when Chris Arreola was weighing less. When he started out, I'm talking about all those damn Goosen cards and shit and building himself up. he was having beautiful combinations, and it was all power.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you know, he started getting heavier, and it's like he was still throwing combinations, but they weren't like before because they were a little slower and they didn't come as consistent. So yeah, being in shape and conditioning, you know, unless you're Adam Kawalki.
Yeah.
Apologies if I fuck up his name, but you know, you got rare guys like that who, you know, they have just good lungs. You know, they're in shape for themselves, and they show it because they fight like it. But you know, like I said, that's rare. You know, not everybody's like that.
Yeah, definitely not. And so, I mean, hopefully at least Breazeale comes and gives himself a chance. It's like, hey, let me try to come in at least under 240 or something like that. You know, and
shoot for 235 right now, because you said what, 255 he was at?
Yeah, 255.
260, like 265?
No, this fight he was 255, but he's way.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, he might have a little more spring bounce. Yeah. If I was his people, I would really try to shoot for him getting 235.
Yeah, exactly.
So he got the size, you know. He could be something in the division. It's just he you know, he gotta apply himself more. You know, I know he is what he is, but you know, I think he'll bounce back. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
he's not a bad guy. He's good for the sport.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to let him lick his wounds for a little bit. You know, I mean, they're not being social. I'd rather see him not being on social media, anyways. You know, what do you gonna do? What do you need to be on social media for? You know, what you need to do is just, you know, concentrate. You know, spend some time with your family, and then get back in the gym after a couple weeks or so. Because obviously he got knocked out, so he's getting that automatic 90-day suspension anyways. So yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all you have to do. I mean, if he needs to be off social media, so be it. You know, lots of greats. You know, took losses and they shut themselves away, and especially in the era when there was no social media. So I'm not even tripping on that. You know, you just got to do it.
Everybody got to deal with their L's differently, man.
Right. And then with regards to Wilder, I mean, obviously it's, you know, you got his mandatory out of the way, and so obviously everyone's gonna be like, okay, who's he gonna face next? I mean, now, obviously, as you probably have seen in various places, you know, now obviously it's called now. It's like, oh, he knocked out Breazeale now. Oh, you know, Joshua will knock him out. You're getting those type of conversations again, and it's just like, Breazeale and Joshua are not the same fighter. You know, I mean, people.
Joshua holds his hands up higher, way more fucking active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like, you know, you gotta be, because obviously it's gonna be, you know, with Joshua gonna be fighting in about a couple weeks too. I mean, this is only gonna be like Joshua knocks out Ruiz. Then it's gonna be like, you know, Wilder can do this or Joshua can do that. It's just like, you know,
how we even get to Anthony Joshua? Like, there's a gulf, there's a wide enough gap. Like that, you know, Dylan White is right there. Dylan White is right there for Wilder. Like,
but I think, I mean, also
I feel like White could go at Wilder too. That's a good fight for Wilder, but that fight don't look like it's ever gonna happen.
I mean, also too, I mean, obviously we all saw that, Wilder rejected the fight, little outline for him to face Joshua or whatever. So that's why you're getting all these, that's why you're getting all this conversation, because it's like most people don't, it's like, the heavyweight division right now revolves around 4 people. You got Joshua, Wilder, Fury, and then the fourth to a small extent, Luis Ortiz, who somehow found himself in the ring looking like he was about to go, sell something on the corner or something like that.
Yeah.
And
even the shape, like he looked like he, had a little gut.
Yeah.
He was relaxed as fuck. I'm like, man, I see why he turned down that. What was it, $7 million for Joshua fight?
Yeah, $7-8 million. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was in shape to take that fight.
Yeah, on top of that too, it's like,
But yeah, I already know they're gonna try to angle for a Wilder rematch, and I'd rather see him fight. I'd rather see Ortiz fight Kowalski or somebody and really earn that fucking fight, man. Or
yeah, I mean, because things now, because most people was like, oh, because obviously Love Wilder's resume is you can't. There's nothing you can assume nothing about that's really spectacular. So when Ortiz is on it, it's like, oh, Ortiz, that he's like a de facto. Oh, Ortiz, and Wilder's beat 2 champions. Beat dude, and but so it says something about the level of fights he's faced when Ortiz, who's never been champion, is the one that's being used as the argument to justify his resume.
That's the thing. It's like I always look at boxing as a "what have you done for me lately" sport.
Yeah,
and it's Ortiz ain't really done shit, and it's like, a matter of fact, it's like his moves been so slow that Oscar Rivas came and equaled his fucking his biggest win, and now he about to fight someone that fucking pretty much the 4th best guy in the division.
Right, exactly.
So look at that. So he could go from Oscar. So Oscar Rivas is going from fucking Brian Jennings, which is Ortiz's best win.
Yeah.
And then he's going to fucking Dylan White. So in 1 year, he already fucking got a resume that's better than that could be better than Ortiz's.
Right, and don't let Rivas not wipe the fuck out, and this fight that's in June or July.
Exactly. This shakes up a lot of shit then.
Right, and I've seen Rivas fight live. I saw him earlier this year. I was at that card, man. You know this. And Rivas is built like a shit brick house, bro. But that dude is no joke. Like, I mean, that dude.
That's wrong. No one's gonna have an easy night with dude.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I feel that will probably KO Rivas' career is his eyes. Because there's a reason why he never fought in North America for all these years. Just because he had some retinal issues going on in there. And I think that's probably the only thing right now that can stop Rivas' actual momentum right now in the heavyweight division. Is the eyes. Is his eyes. But
so he moving with a purpose then, because he already I like that he got his momentum and he's keep going. That's what we need to see in boxing. You beat one good fighter, fucking beat another one.
Right. Yeah. And he got himself he's got a good payday in England of all places. Shit.
That's see. Well, Wilder is running out of opponents. Like, I honestly don't want to see a fucking Ortiz fight. The only other fight he has is a Kowalski fight.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and I think that's the outline of what they got. And then he keeps on saying that, we're gonna make the Joshua fight. I'm like, fool, you could have made it when you should have just put the $100 million.
That nigga, he's gonna duck that fucking fight, bro. He's trying to get an all-out one payday, one fight type of deal, and he's gonna fight niggas that he could beat until that happens. Mm-hmm. Niggas just gonna say, fuck it. You know what? All right, Eddie Hearn make the call. How much this nigga want? He wants $75 million for one fight. We'll do it. He wants a one-off. That's what this whole shit's about.
Right. Yeah, and because the deal obviously was like, if he won, you'd be contractually bound to a rematch. So.
And I just don't see what was wrong with $100 million to fight fucking Breazeale and Joshua twice. 3 fights. He could have set that all in one fucking year and then get a new contract after that. Right, yeah. I think it's just I think either that Joshua would get paid more than him or whatever. Just how much he got paid this fight? I don't know, probably maybe $10 million at the most, I guess. So in the end of the day, it's like, come on, bro. It just seemed like it's like last year, Wilder gave the impression that he was trying to make the Joshua fight, but at the same time, it didn't look as bad because, Joshua and Wilder were both fighting top opponents. Uh-huh. But now, we go into the next year, we're thinking okay, the division really gonna heat up. All we got was a fucking damn Mortal Kombat KO highlight, and I guess we're gonna see what Joshua Anthony. Hold on.
Anthony Joshua, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? We're gonna see if Anthony Joshua, could top that. And then we're gonna see what Tyson Fury is gonna do, and then we're back at it and see, okay, what guy? Oh, and then you said White and Rivas. Mm-hmm. So it's like we almost getting a first season of the heavyweight division, right? And then hopefully the second season is like these names fight each other, but at the rate these niggas going, I doubt it.
Yeah, we gotta hold our breath on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.